How old is this Craftsman toolbox? On Craftsman tool chests and tool cabinets, there's often a date stamp or a date code that displays what month and year the box was made. But the hand-carried toolbox doesn't have that. So how do you determine the age? There are four things that determine the age of a Craftsman toolbox. First is the style. Over the years, Craftsman made four styles of toolboxes. There is the dome toolbox, sometimes referred to as the lunchbox style. There is a cantilever box, where the tray unfolds when the lid is opened. There is the hip roof, sometimes referred to as the tombstone box. And there is a flat top box. This style had the most variety. The second thing to know is the model number. The model number can be found on the lid under the handle, or sometimes on the front near the right latch. If it doesn't have a model number, measure the box. The dimensions, along with the style, will give you the information you need to determine the model number. The third thing to look at is the logo. Over the years, Craftsman had 5 major styles of logos on their boxes, with some variations within the same style. Knowing which type of logo is on the box can help narrow down the date range. The last thing to look at is the toolbox construction. Looking at things like the handle or the latch can help determine the age as well. So, how old is this box? Well, we can see this is a flat top box. If we look at the model number, there is no model number. So let's measure the box. To get the model number from the dimensions, we can go through a few decades worth of Sears catalogs, since Sears used to own Craftsman, or we can use this handy reference. And from these dimensions, we can see this is model 6512. Since they made this model for about 50 years, let's take a look at the logo. Well, we can see this is an oval-shaped logo. This basic style was used between 1945 and the spring of 1958. The background is red with blue lettering. Across the top, the words guaranteed highest quality, and on the bottom, registered U.S. Pat Off, which stands for Registered United States Patent Office. This particular version was used between 1946 and 1956. Next, let's look at the toolbox construction. We can see this handle. It's a wide aluminum handle, and we know it's aluminum because the magnet doesn't stick to it, but does stick to the metal box. This style was used from about 1950 to 1960. If we look at the latch, we can see there's these 3 rivets on the top part of the latch. The style was used from about 1945 to 1953. Combining these characteristics, we have a model 6512 made between 1950 and 1953.